You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, now we're here from Drakewing Gaming. It's something on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a new Let's Play series on Sylving Reforged. That's right, y'all, the game has gotten basically a complete makeover, and I have been recommended to play it from the beginning. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, so we can experience all the new content. And y'all are getting a continuation of, of Neri's sick voice, so let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Yes. Aaron. Yes. Alright. One blinded by pride. Their intention is different, but history will repeat itself. They will hunt, but it will bring no food to the table. The world is always changing, yet a stagnant mind brings nothing but misfortune. But wait. Oh. Ooh, animation. What a peculiar scent. This passing breeze does not belong here, yet it seems so familiar to me. Ho ho ho, a naughty fox is prancing around where he doesn't belong. And he'll bring a new cub teeming with potential. So much fun to have. Change is finally coming to these dreary lands. The challenges that face him will be great, but he's not alone. Oh, what passion I see. Many stories have ended before, and now another will begin. Ho ho ho. I can't wait to meet our little cub. I'm finally back. It's been a few years since I last saw this place. No matter how much this area changes, with new buildings and newer junk, this spot always remains untouched. Just seeing the opening is getting me all nostalgic. I can't remember when I started, but I always loved coming to my cave as a kid. Most often in the summer. The area is closed off like usual, but I never cared about that. This place has been run down for as long as I can remember. The only thing showing its private property is a broken, rusty fence. As far as I know, nobody's ever gotten in trouble for trespassing. So, the idea of getting caught is the last thing on my mind. Heading in, the darkness surrounds me, but the faint light from the entrance is enough to find my way. The moist, stuffy air weighs down on me. There's almost no airflow, and the smell of earth is quite powerful. The ceiling gets lower and lower as I make my way further in. I miss the days when I was a kid and didn't have to bend down like this. Getting further in, the exit's enchanting light frees me from the darkness. I always feel like Gollum when I see that light. My precious. Well, quite blinding, actually. And there it is, big, proud, and vibrantly red as ever. My parents never knew about this cave. Whenever I wanted some space to myself, I came here, my own private treehouse. Well, minus the house. I've never met anyone out here before. As far as I'm aware, no one else even knows about this place. Which is strange, come to think of it. A cave as magnificent as this should attract some attention. Couldn't even find it online. It's empty today as well, but I prefer it that way. I've always enjoyed having this place all to myself. The air is lighter and easier to breathe compared to the tunnel, but the dampness is still there. Oh god, that OJ is so good, y'all. I walk up to the tree and drop my bag at its base before zipping up my sweater. The chill in here is quite nice after enduring the hot weather outside. I inspect the tree, seeing if anything is out of place. It's just as I remember it being. The walls of the cave are covered in moss and thick vines. Grass dots the rest of the clearing with a crescent pond surrounding it all. The sun shines through the giant hole above, filtering through the leaves and branches. I'm relieved this place is still untouched. There have been reports of theft and vandalism in the area lately, and got worried they might have been in my cave. I really hope they don't find their way here, but it's best I prepare for the worst, and make the most of it while I can. I pull out my brand new smartphone and ready the camera. I want to at least keep the memory of this place alive if anything were to happen. The pictures on my own phone weren't all that great because of the bad camera, so it was my only time to get one. Moving around to different spots of the cave, I snap a few pictures of the tree while searching for the best angle. My photography skills have improved a lot since my last visit, if I do say so myself. After taking multiple shots from every angle in the cave, I feel like I've gotten enough to look through to find the best ones when I get back to the house. I'm about to grab my backpack and leave, but then I stop for a second to think. I only really came for the pictures, but it would be a shame to go so soon. I've been so busy moving I haven't had any time to relax. I plop down at its roots and lean back against it. My backpack and phone lie next to me as I run my fingers through the soft green grass. I remember the times I would come here and read my comic books, eat snacks, play with toys I had brought with me. Things were so different back then. All I've done for the past few years is work, and more work at an electronics store in the big city. It was alright working there in general, but when it came to helping customers who wanted me to explain the more complicated machines and gadgets, I was to no help. It's not the lack of trying. My mind just couldn't get all the information found at the store's computer to stick, and it was even worse when I couldn't really explain it clearly to the customers. It was discouraging working there and feeling like an idiot every day. I gave them my resignation letter and moved back home. I could honestly need a break to sort out my thoughts and feelings first, but I have to find a new job in the area already. I couldn't really save money when I spent most of it on bills and groceries, so I'll rely on my last paycheck for one more month. Many people my age had moved away since this place is far away from towns and cities, so it shouldn't be hard to get a job at one of the few local stores still left. Once I'm back on my feet, I look for an apartment so I can live on my own again. I'm just glad my parents let me live with them for a bit, using my old bedroom. Dad's been having trouble doing things around the house lately, so I'll be helping around while I live there, which I don't mind, not having much to do. Always be good to your folks, y'all, especially if they're good to you. Never know when something might crop up. Just enjoy the people you have in your life and your loved ones while you can. I'll probably be busy sending applications for a new job when I get back home, so I might as well rest before I leave. It's been too long since I could just close my eyes and do nothing. Doing nothing is highly underrated. If only my job could be laying around all day. One second, let me adjust my mic. The sound of footsteps, followed by rustling right behind me. Is there someone else here? I guess I'm not the only one who knows about this place after all. Ah, Mikkel. Opening my eyes, I can't see anything but a big blur in front of me. Did I get some dust in my eyes or something? I rub my eyes, almost willing my vision to clear before looking up. What the? A fox dressed to the nines is playing with his phone. His costume even has a big fluffy tail sticking out from under his cloak. Not exactly what I was expecting, especially not in this old cave. Is he a LARPer? I've seen people online dressing up in old-timey outfits, but the whole fox costume is a bit much. Is there like a furry Ren Fair convention in town or something? Hey. I waved my hand, trying to get his attention. Hello? He's so focused on his phone. What could it be? Wait a second. Hey, that's my phone. What is wrong with this guy? Can he hear me? No, he can definitely hear me. He's just pretending like he can't. Whoever this guy is, he clearly isn't all put together in the head. Hey, I'm talking to you. I get up on my feet and march forward. I said, I'm talking to you. Yep. He finally gives a response after raising my voice and grabbing his shoulder. He jumps back in complete surprise as if he'd seen a ghost. Not exactly the reaction I was expecting, but I guess he's staying in character. By the elders, how can you see me? Okay, definitely a LARPer. No one talks like that unless they've watched too many fantasy movies. Or he's just delirious. He is, after all, wearing a full-body fursuit with stuffy medieval attire in the late summer. Maybe he came here to cool off. Now that I've gotten a closer look at him, his mask is strangely well made. The eyes are so realistic, and the way the mouth moves when he speaks is uncanny. I can't imagine how much it must have cost to get such an unbelievable costume. The ears, the fur, the tail, everything. Listen, I'm not sure what you want, but if you need help contacting someone, I can... And off he goes. What? Hey, give me my phone back! After the fox you go. Stop right there, criminal scum! I chase after him, but he's already got a big lead on me. I shout at the top of my lungs, but he ignores it. He looks back for a moment, shocked that I'm still following, and breaks into a dead sprint. He exits the cave long before I do. When I breach the threshold, I only catch a glimpse of him as he darts down the road. We're in a forest now? He must have come out a different tunnel. I thought for sure that after all the time I spent in my cave that there was only the one exit. I put my focus back on the fleeing fox running through the bushes ahead. With how dense the foliage is, I might lose him. I attempt to gain ground by leaping over the brush the dirt road bends around. Looking left and right, I catch the fox guy turning a corner far ahead of me. How is he so much faster than me? That costume should be too heavy for him to run like that. I'm already out of breath, and the farther we run, the farther away he gets. I don't know if I can keep this up. Huh. Finally, out of the forest, I come to a slow stop. In this more open landscape, I can see for quite a distance, but there's no sign of him. I didn't realize I was in such terrible shape. My heart's pounding like crazy. How was that guy able to run so fast? What was an Olympic-level sprinter doing in such a ridiculous costume stealing other people's phones? After a short rest, my breathing is mostly back to normal, but there's still this slight sting in my chest. It's been a while since I've run for this long. It wasn't all that far, really, but that's what I get for being a couch potato. Straightening myself up, I take a look around. A half-rotted fence is slumped on the side of the road, and a golden field of grain lies farther in. The thick forest and mountains beyond aren't familiar to me at all. The uneasy feeling overtakes me, as if I'm not supposed to be here. We couldn't have gone too far. Maybe I just never knew there were mountains over this way. Which direction did we even go? Not wanting to give up on my phone, I continue down the road. Maybe someone saw the fox guy and which way he went. He sort of sticks out. The pain in my chest grows dull, spreading outward as I feel a headache coming on. That's when I see a familiar piece of fabric caught on a thorn bush on the side of the road. Okay, so he went in this direction. Maybe I can lure him to come back for it. Hey, fox guy! I found a piece of your costume stuck to this bush. If you want it, give me my phone back and we'll call it even. No answer. I was hoping he'd at least show himself. That way he could try talking it out, and maybe I could convince him to return it. If this is some sort of prank, it's not funny. Ugh. My headache is getting worse. Letting out a loud, frustrated groan, What was that? Oh, it's the fabric, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!